From the gun on third, Garoppolo drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. He's going to have the first down and then some. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and folks, this is not an accident. This is by design. They wanted to clear out the middle of the field, and then if no one's open, they've got a safety valve they can just dump it down to. And he's got all sorts of space to roam there, and he turns it into.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
21.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On third down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
21, 21. 12, 12.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks.
Touchdown! George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Mahomes to throw once more. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it one.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
21.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It got his man, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the 2nd half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They tried to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Rolling to his left. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
21.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Now Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught on the slant, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman, and the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here we go.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Mitchell. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
21, 21. 2.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Mahomes will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone.
Yes, sir. That's how we do it. That's how we